Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not here long. I'm in between calls. So we gonna get to it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you come in, I want you to type in your funding, your business funding goals. Are you funded? That's my question. Do you have business funding? And if you do not, please put in the chat why not. I want to help you along. We only have 9 days. 9 days into the year. I want to resolve your problem really quickly. So if you're a business owner and you're looking for business funding, but you didn't get it this year and you want to take off running in the first year, not type right now. Why don't you have business funding? I want to know. I'm here to help. I only have about 15 minutes too, so be quick with it. Get it answered. Don't just hop on a live and don't take advantage of the speaker, of the expert. Okay? So you just started my own trucking company? Okay, why don't you have business funding? I froze. Okay, why don't you have business funding? I do not. I am just starting out. So you don't have it because you don't know how to acquire it? Never knew it was available. Okay, lack of knowledge about it. I like that. No funding because I didn't do anything to get any. Okay, Raymond. All right, you guys are in the right place. Who else? You're just starting. So it's the reason why I don't is because please keep it short with just the reason, because I'm trying to get to as many people as possible. Okay, so why don't I have reason why I didn't? I'm handicapped, I'm disabled, and that's the reason why I don't. But your fingers are working. Somehow you're able to type, which tells me whatever you did to type this message, you're able to fill out a business credit application, right? And you can see and hear and obtain and absorb what it is that I have to say, right? So at least your handicap doesn't have to do with your mental capacity to understand and articulate yourself. So if that is the case, you can get funded. Give me more reasons. Not sure how to acquire it. I like that. What is the best way to get in contact with you? You want to get in contact with me for what reason? What you can do is take advantage of me right now, Martin. Tell me why you don't have business funding, and I can maybe answer your question here. What else? Who else? Who do we have? So here's what I'm going to do. Since it's only 9 days left, right? Everything that I'm typing up here, DM me one of those words, because you have 1 or 3 ways to get started right now. The price is ranging. There's no excuse. There's all levels for everyone who wants to get started now. What you need to understand is if you do not have business funding, whatever reason you put in there, you have to do the opposite to get it. So what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, taking the same action over and over again, expecting a different result. So whatever that reason was you put here, you have to switch it. We have to do the opposite of the reason you didn't get business funding so we can now obtain a different result. We have 9 days to take action. You don't need to wait. 2023 is amongst us, and I'm about to give you 3 actionable steps you can take today. So for the first, let's say 9 people, $37. DM one of those words, right? And I got it set up. So as soon as we hit the threshold of 9, that's it. So, and what you got back there is a really great discount from my course. You got the ebook, the do-it-yourself credit repair if you have credit challenges, and the business funding blueprint. You have no excuse. I heard everything. So everyone who's coming in under the sound of my voice, please type the reason you don't have business credit and funding. And I'm about to do a really quick, lesson here, because I have some actionable steps you can take today on your own. You don't need to wait. All you need is just a little guidance. You don't need to worry about, oh, it's expensive, or maybe it's not, or maybe I can't afford it, or maybe I can't get it. Business funding and credit is for everyone. I don't care if you have a handicap, if you're able to type and listen, and thank you for sharing that information and absorb what it is that I'm saying, you're able to go out and get business credit and funding. You can take the actions I'm telling you to implement. Don't know where to start. That's amazing. So where can you start? You can start by getting the ebook, DM funding, and it's only $37 for the first 9 people. That's where you should start. Dread. 320. Education is key. Okay, so a lot of people say, where should I start? Like when you come onto a live or something like that, it's not about inspiration, because I can inspire you all day long. You can come off, right? It starts with education. You must educate yourself, which will then inspire you to take action. Hopefully, because if you don't have business funding up until this point and you know who I am and you sit up and you listen to my information, I'm telling you right now that you can get it. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are with your personal credit, what you need to do to get there. The blueprint is there as low as $37. There's really no excuse, guys. Let's switch. Key. What is the definition of insanity? Taking the same action over and over again, expecting a different result. So let's take an action that is going to make us prosperous and that's going to get us business funding. What are those actions? Number 1, you want to start with your personal credit. We need to clean it and optimize it. Here's some actionable steps you can take today. You can call each credit bureau and you can have them remove any credit inquiries that is not attached to any open accounts. And while you're on the phone with them, go ahead and clean up your personal profile, your personal information. You should have one name, one address, one employer. Number 2, today, you can take this action today. You don't need to pay me anything. This is what I'm telling you, okay? Number 2, you can actually, so for number 1, if you don't have the phone numbers and you don't know how to get rid of the inquiries, all you need to do is click the link in my bio labeled 24-hour deletion, okay? Step number 2, actually file your entity with the Secretary of State. I recommend an S Corp or an LLC of some sort, but please consult with a tax professional, right? Make sure that you have a name that you've selected that is fundable and lendable and bankable, okay? You can click the link in my bio labeled Secretary of State, all 50 states. Scroll down to your state and it will take you directly to your Secretary of State's website to actually file your entity. You want to also get a DUNS number, a D&B number. Click the link in my bio labeled DUNS number, okay? You also want to get your EIN. You can do all of this today. All you need to do is go to the irs.gov and apply. Number 3, you want to create and build relationships with a credit union bank. Those banks are there to help you rebuild and structure and strengthen your overall personal credit profile. They have products and services that will help you along in your journey, like secured credit cards and secured lines of credit and secured loans, okay? Huge. So let's recap. Key. I'm going to say it once again because repetition is king. If you're struggling, before I even get into that, I have like maybe 6 minutes, because I have a call at 11 a.m. I am in between consultation calls. A person canceled. So I say, let me go live really quickly and give them some game and give them some value. So I'm going to start coming live every day for the next 9 days because I want you to win in 2023. And it's okay if you don't have business funding right now. It is totally okay, all right? I don't want you to feel bad. I love the answers that you put down. What is the reason you do not have business funding? As you come in, please type it in the chat if you haven't done so already. I heard a lot of good information. You don't know how to start. You didn't know that it was available to you. You don't know what to do. Guess what? Here's the key at succeeding at anything that you do not know. You study it. I desire to be wealthy, so what do? I study wealth. I also desire to be happy, so what do? I study happiness. What have I found and implemented? So you just don't educate yourself. It's education and it's also practice, right? So what have I learned about myself? Because I'm also a student of myself. I have like rituals and things that I must take and do on a daily basis if I want to remain happy. What are they? Prayer, journaling, working out. I must work out. I found that out about myself. It makes me happy. Okay? So if you want to be happy, study happiness. If you want to be wealthy, study wealth. What did I learn? You have to physically insert yourself in the environment of the people that's crushing it. Period. There's no other way. There's no other. I can't even really think of any other way. You sitting here listening to me on live, but you're not around the people you're not in my camp. You're not going to get to my level or anyone else's level. You have to either serve your way in the room, earn your way in the room, or pay your way in the room. Guess what? I have a formula for you to pay your way in the room. That's what I'm pumping here, because I know, in my opinion, that's what works. Set up an LLC, figure out what you want to do, know how you want to end up. At the end of the day, identify that person or that teacher or mentor or group that you need to join, obtain business funding, and get the best in the game. You want to do luxury cars or something like that? I highly recommend Pushman Mitch Black Club, Black Members Club. Boom. I mean, why wouldn't you? Who else is doing it better than him? How are you going to afford that ticket, though? You can get funding. You can get business funding and use it to reinvest in yourself. That's what I had to do. I was flat broke. And I'm sure plenty of you already know my story. I need you to choose a different action today. What is that? If you have personal credit challenges, you need to DM the word 700. Actually, just type it right here. If you need business funding and you don't know where to start and you don't even know what it is and you didn't even know that banks are giving away $50K, no documentation loans a pop. We're not talking about one bank. We're talking about multiple banks. And if you follow me, I'll talk about this stuff on a daily basis. You need to type funding. Okay? If you're ready and you want the whole entire blueprint and you want to get funded up to $250K for the step-by-step course, you need to type ready. Period. DM me either one. Which one is for you? It's ranging from $37 to $697. My entire store through the month of December. That's it. You need to take yourself out of insanity into sanity and to prospering, right? I don't care what you did. Today is a new day. We got 356 days behind us. That's gone. That's done. The question now becomes, what are you going to do today to get the result you desire? Once again, 356 days are behind us. We have 9 days left in this year. What action are you going to take that's going to yield you a different result than what you've gotten in this year? 2023 is looking up. It's looking amazing. I don't care what they're talking about, what recession. I don't even watch the news. So if it's something I'm talking about and you're like, I don't know what this girl talking about. They on TV talking about the world is ending and interest rates are going up. Guess what? I'm hearing that stuff third party. Because I'm in my own world and I'm going to get the result I desire, period. It doesn't matter what needs to happen for me to get there. I've identified how I want to end up in 2023. I've already laid out my economical plan. I've already laid out everything that's how it's going to happen for each day, each quarter, each week, and how I want it to end. Guess what? Typically when you do things like that and you take the actual time to write and document that information, it always turns out 10 times better. Whatever I wrote down, I'm probably going to have it done and implemented within the first quarter, even though I laid it out for the entire year. Just a thought, okay? I want you guys to really think about that. Start writing that stuff out because you have to write it down and make it plain. You can't just wing it. You can't just listen to a person like me and saying, I would really like business funding, but you're not taking any actions. I'm giving you free plays. I just gave you 3 actions you can take today, and you didn't even have to pay me anything, right? Let's go over that again, because some of you are falling off and coming back in. You're coming in really quickly. Oh, do you do the work? I do, but it's expensive. Do you want to pay for someone like me to do it, or do you want to do it yourself? Right? That's the question. I don't come cheap. And I'm not about to pretend that I do, right? But what I consider not cheap may not be anything to you, okay? So if you're someone that's a busy entrepreneur, you want someone to do it for you, go ahead and schedule a consultation with me. It's only 15 minutes. I'm not going to be there to answer a bunch of general questions and things like that. I'm getting straight to it. I'm going to look at your credit report. I'm going to tell you what's going on, and I'm going to give you an option. Do you want me to do it for you, or do you want to do it yourself? It's just as simple as that. I don't want people scheduling consultations thinking this is a conversation that's going on and on and on. You got all the free information. I've loaded you on my page. It's mad crazy. I've given up plays. I've given up insights, everything. When you schedule a consultation with me, you are ready to move forward. Either do it yourself or you want me to do it for you, okay? So go ahead and schedule that consultation. What else we have? Should we have more than one previous address on the credit report? No, again, you want to end up with one name, one address, and one employer. Get all the rest of them off. Ooh, we going a little over. I'm out of here in 3 minutes. So while I'm on this live right now, you need to type either 700 if you have personal credit challenges, funding if you need the funding blueprint, or ready if you're ready to take yourself and your business to the next level so you can get up to $250K in business funding. We have 9 days left, guys. Do not continue or go into a new year with the same attitude and mindset. Take an action right now that will land you in a very different place than where you are right now. Every year we should level up, level up, level up, level up. Did you write out your full thought out economic plan? I have. I did it 6 months ago. I already know how I'm going to end up in 2023. But God also knows. Every time I write it down, it always comes out 10 times better. So I'm really excited. And I was listening to Neo last night with this free, I joined free stuff. I don't know about y'all, but Neo and them, and Shan's and Wall Street Trapper, I'm on it. I did the VIP, right? They're giving out a free week boot camp. If y'all didn't hear about that, y'all need to go to one of their pages because they giving up the sauce. All right. And what did he say? He said, what is your plan or your number, your financial plan for next year? What do you want to obtain? I wrote it down. He said, now double it. I said, oh, I like that. Okay, let's get into it. You need to constantly be feeding your brain and mind and your subconscious mind and being around people who win. It's just not there for you to sit up and just listen and feel good. It's for you to listen and practice. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Akila said this is the blueprint for funding, right? You write that down. Oh, she said call the Secretary of State. Shit, let me test this shit. Okay, I'm supposed to stop cursing. Let me test this out. So I have some work to do for 2023. Okay, I don't know about y'all. Do y'all, anyone here offended by cursing? If you are, put a 2 in the chat so I'll know. Only got 4 minutes. So you listen and then you go test it out. Hey, Experian. I see 6 different variations of my name. No, my name is not Aguila. No, it is not Aquila with a K. No, it is not, man, y'all should see what they had on my report for me. No, it is not. It is actually AAQU, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay? No, those 15 addresses when I had owned a short-term rental business that all went down, ain't none of those mine. Please take those off. Employer. Oh, I work for my company. The name of that company is I am an employer there. Everything else, remove it. Oh, those inquiries, it's not attached to any open account. That is not mine. Please remove it. Period. DNB, I've made it so easy for you. The DUNS link is there in my bio. Click the link, follow it. If you've already set yourself up with the Secretary of State, chances are your business is already there. They probably automatically created a DUNS number for you. So when you go to the site, search for your business first. If you see it, just click it and create a profile. Number 3, start a business banking relationship with a credit union. DCU Federal, Navy Federal, Andrews Federal, some of my favorites. This is where you can get installment loans and secured accounts and secured credit cards that will strengthen your overall personal credit profile, which is setting you up and staging your personal credit profile for high credit card limits on the business side. I love you guys. I have a consultation in 4 minutes. I just wanted to hop on here, and I'm going to just be hopping on here every day. I don't know. I'm going to try every day, but I don't want to make any promises. As much as possible, right? Who was that? Someone requested. I'm sorry, Brown Sugar. I don't have enough time to let you up and all that other good stuff, right? But I love you guys. DM 700 if you have personal credit challenges. You get 100 letters attached. There's even testimonials there with people getting rid of late payments and charge-offs. Number 2, if you need funding or you don't understand how to get business funding, type funding. $37, both of those ebooks for the first 9 people. Hence, only 9 days left in this year. Or if you're ready and you want all my plays, everything that you need to be successful and level up and get at least $250K of business funding, results may vary, okay? And once again, I must make sure I say this, right? I love you guys. I don't want you sitting up here listening. Educate yourself and put it into practice. Be amazing. Be great. Take care.